The 5-meter stylish and swift Chrysler Zoom is the realm of luxury and comfort. But due to the extravagant design, visibility is limited, especially when moving backwards. Therefore, a timely installed parking sensor will save a strongly protruding rear bumper. Relatively new cars are not subject to corrosion yet. Minor foci of it can be found only on the wheel arches. Be sure to take a closer look at the hood, which, due to a sufficiently strong forward tilt, is subjected to blows by stones and sand flying out from under the wheels of the cars in front. Corrosion in other places indicates the accident past of a particular instance. A special mention deserves a huge trunk. True, due to its great depth, it is almost impossible to get a rolled-up object without soiling the trousers on the bumper. The basic equipment of Chrysler Zoom includes power steering, steering wheel height adjustment, a full set of servo drives, sequential automatic gearbox, excellent sound system infinity with 11 speakers. The wealth of equipment has its downside. Unfortunately, the reliability of American cars is somewhat inferior to the German standard, and often the electronics play pranks. For example, the central lock fails. Therefore, a prerequisite for the purchase is to check all possible drives and systems. Particular attention should be paid to the control of the air conditioning system, which spontaneously changes the rhythm of work. Due to malfunctions, the temperature inside the cabin fluctuates. Engine. Zoom is equipped with very impressive power units. The simplest, with a volume of 2.7 liters, develops 204 liters, with, and a more powerful 3.5 liter, 252 liters, with. Moreover, both maximum power and torque are achieved in the upper range of engine speeds, which is more typical for the European design school. In the base 2.7-liter engine, a timing chain is used to drive the timing, which may well go more than 200,000 kilometers. This unit does not demonstrate any special miracles of dynamics, but it does not consume very much fuel. The 3.5-liter engine is not only more temperamental, but also less economical. To drive the timing, it uses a belt that needs to be replaced every 100,000 kilometers. For the purpose of prevention, it is necessary to change the water pump at the same time. The aluminum engine block is sensitive to overheating, leading to substantial repair costs. Transmission. Chrysler Zoom was equipped exclusively with a 4-speed automatic transmission, the lever of which is installed in a European way, on the central tunnel. The box has a manual shift mode, which makes it easier to control the car when you need to slow down the engine. Given the clearance of 15 centimeters and a long wheelbase, it is advisable to install engine and gearbox crankcase protection. Automatic transmission requires an oil change every 30,000 kilometers. Suspension. The suspension was developed taking into account the far from perfect American roads and has good survivability. On European versions, she has a more driver-like attitude. Even in domestic conditions, it must be checked closer to 40,000 kilometers when you need to replace the front stabilizer struts. After 100,000 kilometers, the tie rod ends, hub bearings and front levers should be replaced. Shock absorbers can last more than 200,000 kilometers. The cost of all parts is quite commensurate with the price of spare parts of European business class competitors. Steering. The steering is equipped with power steering, which, depending on the speed, changes the degree of gain. Steering response is quite sharp. After a run of 150,000 kilometers, a small play may appear in the steering mechanism, which, according to experts, is not dangerous. It is quite possible to ride with it if there is no desire to replace the steering rack. Chrysler Zoom is a good choice for those who want to stand out among the owners of familiar business class cars for relatively little money. With almost equal maintenance costs, the buyer receives a car that will invariably attract the eyes of others.